Now an update to a FOX23 investigation we first brought you earlier this month about major allegations of sexual abuse at the hands of a former Wetumka coach and teacher.
Now Brent McGee faces multiple charges and he faced a judge. As Tulsa's investigative reporter Jana Clark shows us, a big group from the community showed up in the courtroom to support the alleged victims. Here's an update to Jana's investigation, Decades of Secrets.
Wetumka, Oklahoma, a tiny town of just 1,100, but a place where some say people have hidden a huge secret for decades.
How long did this stay hidden?
Till now.
Wetumka parent and grandparent Sheila Armstrong says everyone in town knew and trusted Brent McGee, the former teacher, coach, and mayor of Wetumka. That is until allegations of sexual abuse against teenage boys led to Brent's arrest in August.
Nobody wanted to believe it.
Now many of those who once trusted Brent drove 20 miles to Holdenville. They came to pack the tiny courtroom to show their support for the victims. Young men who say Brent sexually abused them when they were his students. This is Brent coming in the door with his attorney.
Hey, how are you guys?
Brent's been charged with 7 felony counts of sexual abuse. In the affidavit, the victims gave multiple graphic examples of the abuse. One victim said these acts would take place 3 to 4 times a day and went on for 3.5 years. Brent's wife, Donna McGee, also came to court. She was the longtime superintendent of Wetumka schools until she retired last year. She, Brent, and the Wetumka School District are all named in this separate federal lawsuit filed in August. It says Donna McGee and other district staff also observed Brent McGee grooming boys, but they turned a blind eye to these behaviors. In that case, the school district says it's not at fault. Donna's legal team argues there are no facts to show that Ms. McGee had reason to believe any such abuse was occurring in her home, and the plaintiff's own allegations show the alleged abuse was occurring behind closed doors. In Holdenville, community members wore shirts like these to court that say, "Wetumka survivors, we have your back."
Represent.
And some people wore these shirts that show a photo of Brent getting arrested. We showed you those photos before of Brent getting cuffed right in front of the Dairy Queen he owns in Wetumka.
They've owned the Dairy Queen, and a lot of this grooming has started at the Dairy Queen.
Casey Yoakum was the first person to get people's attention. He posted on Facebook that Brent molested him more than 30 years ago. That's when Casey was in high school at Noble, and Brent was a coach. Casey wrote, "I was molested while in high school by my high school soccer coach, Brent McGee." Casey also recorded a conversation between Brent and him. Casey says during that conversation, Brent admitted the sexual abuse.
I didn't know you molested me.
I'll ask forgiveness. I'm asking you for forgiveness. I've had to ask God for forgiveness. If there's something not right, something wasn't clicking right in my head.
Not only did he not show any remorse, there was no sympathy, but he blamed me for what he had done. Then immediately I knew I wasn't the only one. And for that, I'm not going to stop fighting. Again, right is right, wrong is wrong.
Sheila says that recording made people in the community start to believe Casey and the other victims and start to question Brent.
Everybody wants the truth. These boys are telling the truth. This didn't just pop up. This didn't just happen. Casey didn't just come out of the woodwork. This has been going on for years.
A well-kept secret.
Very well. Hopefully he goes to prison for a long time, where he belongs.
Last fall, Casey stood up in front of the Oklahoma State School Board to tell his story.
I was molested by Brent McGee for years.
After that, the board suspended Brent's license.
I've been working nonstop to get justice, and the justice was he needed to be held for his actions, and it takes one person to stand up. And once that one person stands up, you're going to have an army.
After Casey spoke up, other kids came forward and accused Brent of molesting them.
When you mess with God's children, that's beyond scum. You're taking advantage, and you're ruining kids' life for a lifetime.
Casey says the turnout at the courthouse meant a lot to him and the other survivors.
Thankful for everybody local who showed up and showed their support. We did have a packed courthouse, which was great. This is a pedophile that's been doing this for 30 plus years. He's a serial pedophile. He needs to be held accountable. The community is turning. They're seeing and witnessing and understanding that they've been groomed.
Casey knows the long court process won't be easy. He thinks more of Brent's former students will come forward.
What we have to do is comfort them, encourage them, and just be there for them right now. These are hard times, but dark will become to light, and at the end of the day, God wins.
In Hughes County, covering news that matters, Shanna Clark, Fox 23 News.
Brent McGee is free out on bond. He's supposed to go back to court November 19th. We will keep you updated on this story.
Do you have a tip or issue that you think Shanna Clark should investigate? Let us know. Email FOX23Investigates at fox23.com or call 918-388-5354 or search Fox 23 Shanna Clark on Facebook.